Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of IxtaChunk. So before we start with episode 8, we actually have to go back to the 1st of January, where Ixtarion from episode 7 has some announcements to make. And I also have to show you guys a few clips that I hid from you. So come on in, Ixtarion from episode 7. I've been hiding something from you guys. So if I did my job correctly, I didn't add any farming clips for a while in the previous episode. And that's for this reason. My farming level is 47, which means that I can now grow watermelons. When I unlocked fishing, my cooking requirement was level 80 for a shark. However, now that my farming level is 47, I have everything in my chunk to make a summer pie. This means that my cooking grind got extended by 15 levels. I now must get level 95 cooking to make a summer pie, and it's gonna take a while. And here is also something that happened during the previous episode. I reached level 50 farming for Avento. And with this we are up to date, so let's start the actual episode. So welcome to the start of episode 8, I think. And I probably just before this had the clip for the 47 farming, an explanation of what that means for my cooking grind. But actually my farming level is 51 already. So yeah, I'm a little bit ahead, and probably people who looked at the stats from the end of episode 7, if they did calculate it, I did not hide my total level on purpose, so it was noticeable there. But yeah, farming is ongoing, and 95 cooking for the summer pie. That's gonna take a while. Luckily I got good sources of food and good source of training, so it should be doable. It's gonna be fine. Just takes time. Yeah, so I don't have access to teak or mahogany logs for 3 tick fishing, but this cook fishing on the campfire and the fishing spot, it's actually quite nice. I believe this is 4 tick fishing, but it works quite well. And the fire usually lasts like 2 minutes or so. And yeah, as long as the fishing spot doesn't move, I can get quite some decent experience here. So I'm not sure if I can get like roughly 40k experience per hour doing this, while just fishing lobsters or swordfish and tuna, for example, only gives me like 16k, so this is more than double it. It is more click intensive, so when I have to do something AFK I will go back to the lobsters, but I can do this to actively work on my fishing level. And I am cooking in the meantime as well, and also passively training some fire making, so my fire making will go up as well. And as you can see, it works decently well. Sometimes you do miss a tick, like I can use the cooked fish to reset it, but I catch this quite frequently anyway, so I'd rather just like be a little bit lazy and just wait for it to catch it. But yeah, if you get like a nice streak where every single tick is a catch, that's really nice. And here is level 70 fishing. Can now catch leaping sturgeon. That would be nice for the fishing grind if I had access to barbarian fishing. But yeah, lobsters are like my AFK way for the time being. Yeah, so 6 more levels to go until I can catch sharks and can start on the big shark grind. I was so in the zone for 4-ticking fishing, just to speed it up. I actually got level 40 fire making. Okay, so it has been a decent while since the last clip. I think might be 2 days ago. But with this, I got level 80 cooking. And I can now cook sharks. So this was the original cooking grind. But yeah, now I need to get 95. So still a way to go. Fishing is currently at 73, so 3 more levels. I estimate in 3 or 4 days my fishing will be 76, so I can start on the sharks. So yeah, back to fishing. It's yeah, I'm doing lobsters because it's only like one fish that I have to cook. And here is level 75 fishing. 1 more level to go before sharks. So let's get it. Come on, catch. Catch a lobster. Come on, you can do it. Just get it. And there is level 76 fishing. I can now harpoon for sharks. And thus the big shark grind starts. So I'm quickly gonna buy myself an harpoon and just sell 1 lobster for a harpoon. I don't need the lobster pot anymore. Now let's catch a shark. This is gonna be a very slow catch rate. Because yeah, sharks don't have a really great success chance. But well, first shark obtained. That's at least that chunk goal. And let's see if we can get lucky and cook it on the first attempt. We can. So yeah, this would be the original cooking grind completed, level 80 cooking. But yeah, we're not there yet, 95. So I wonder how many sharks I'm gonna get during the grind for the big shark. And yeah, once I obtain that, I'll have to see what's gonna be best for cooking experience. But for the time being, I'm just gonna only catch sharks, and I will start banking them as well. So it's gonna be a grind. Okay, very first inventory of sharks done. So let's see what my cooking success rate is gonna be. Well, that was actually quite good. So I only burned 4. Yeah, I definitely will need to use the oven to cook it, because you have a higher success chance of it. But yeah, this isn't half bad. If I can keep this rate up, I'm a happy chunker. Just yeah, catching is very slow. Like, well, you can see my fishing rate there. It's probably gonna be around 80 fish an hour or so at this point. But we just have to see. This was only the first inventory, and like the was it the trick that I used for well, the trout and the salmon fishing? It involves a campfire, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I need to get all the cooking experience that I can get. I really need a lot of it. I need, I believe 8 million or so. I need to get to like 10 million experience, something around that. So that's a lot of sharks. So yeah, not gonna do the 4-tick with cooking method. Okay, yeah, so this is more the rate that I was expecting. So this is the second inventory, and I did burn like half of my sharks. Alright, so I decided to quickly boost my cooking level a little bit. because the success rate was not that great for cooking sharks, and I'm quite close to 82 cooking, as you can see here. So 25k to go, and I have roughly 800 sweet corn to cook. So that's yeah, around 80k. So that will bring me over the 82. So I will go for 82 and then go back to the sharks, just to have that little bit extra success rate when cooking them. It's been a while for one of these, so let's see what it brings. 20 nature runes. That's quite good actually. Another mystery box for a diamond. That is the second diamond that I got from mystery box. It's been a while since the last clip, but here is level 85 cooking. I can now make wild pies and create infernal harpoon. So yeah, I decided to start my cooking grind a little bit, and decided to buy the tuna and cook them here, because they give 25 more experienced than the cod. And although they cost like 40 GP instead of 10 GP, the total amount of money that I will spend here is going to be like 2.4 million. But it reduces the amount of hops that I have to do by like 2,000. So in my opinion, it's definitely worth the extra money. And I got like a lot of valuables stacked in my bank, so I got the money sorted already. So it's just hop and cook. Okay, so I just had a Dungeons random event, and I've been starting, well, I've been on it for a while now, as you will see here, with level 5 Slayer. So yeah, I've started lamping Slayer, because it is, together with runecrafting, like the only skill I won't be able to train on Varlamore at all. And with the agility updates, the run energy drain with 1 agility is quite manageable. Like a full inventory of sharks, I can run from here all the way to the bank and back, and still have some energy left over. So I don't really see the need to lamp agility. Especially since I have a way to train construction, which at some point gives me access to crafting tables. And with those crafting tables, I have access to clockwork dolls and mice. And with them, I can train agility. Although very slowly, like it's like 2.5 or 3 experience per catch, but it's gonna be trainable. And there's like a level 50 agility course here in 1 chunk, so when I roll that I have a proper training method there as well. Hunter and construction, I can grind through forestry events, and I will need 48 Slayer anyways for the Perilous Moons and for like the new Slayer monster that is here in Varlamore. What's it called? 48, or the Nagua, and for the boss. So I figured Slayer is gonna be like the only skill that I'm really easily locked out of. I need the Slayer master, and even then I will need to have the Slayer monster in my rollable chunks. So it's very easy to get locked out of Slayer, even when you have access to a Slayer master. And there is no Slayer master in Varlamore at all, so I can't train it. It's roughly gonna be like 264 lamps in order to get to level 48. But I already had like the level 1 part done, so it's going a lot faster now. So yeah, that's why I started lamping Slayer instead of any other skill. So I don't want to blow my whole cash stack, so I'm just gonna turn in some valuables, and I believe this will get me to roughly 1.7 mil. Like before Colosseum, 1 valuable is like 55 GP. Yeah, I got 3.3 mil here now, so that's gonna be more than enough. And I still got 56k remaining in case I need money later on. But I don't want to spend them all because with more Colosseum glory, you get more money for them. So I just want to hold on to like most of it and only turn them in when I really need the money. Another mystery box. For the steel baguette? Oh my god. wait. That is. I think it's green locked. Random events is green locked. Yes. I'm so glad that I kept it because I got it on mobile and didn't want to risk it for this. But that's random events green locked. Oh, so nice. Oh, it's such a nice silly one. Still forget. It's yeah, I love it. I'm getting kicked from the clan though because apparently everyone that gets it gets kicked. So. And I got it at less than 900 total level. And here is level 80 fishing. So still hunting for the big shark and got 4 levels doing so. Now catch infernal eels, but it will be a while before we get to Karamja. And it's kind of funny, I just hit 80 fishing at the same time, well, roughly the same time as that Ron Ralos hit Hunter level 80. So yeah, he's also a chunker starting in Varlamore. He actually started in Ralos Rise over here, so he's on a bit of a different path than I am, and he started earlier, so his series is a bit further. So yeah, check him out. It's quite good. And here is level 88 cooking, and yeah, it doesn't really unlock anything. But the only reason that I'm showing this is because we are now officially halfway to 95. So yeah, basically all the cooking that I did up to now, I have to do again. And I roughly calculated that I need this much money remaining to get to it. But I also still need the big sharks, so I'm also cooking sharks in between, so I'm not 100% sure how accurate this will be. But yeah, we will find out in the end. I locked these inventory slots with the new mechanics that they introduced this week, where you can lock your inventory for deposits. So these 2 items will remain in my inventory until I am done with this grind. So I quickly wanted to show you like how I do my cooking. So I just buy the fish or 40 GP each, and then hop to the next world and buy everything to the next world. Now someone already did buy it out here. That doesn't happen that often, like this is quite a quiet spot, but occasionally it happens. And I got my worlds filtered, so I'm not going in them in order, so that helps a bit. And then when I have a full inventory, I'm gonna cook it. And that's how it goes. And I will need to do this for 1650 more inventories, or roughly 43k tuna to cook. So yep, it's fun. It's just a lot of hops. It's roughly 3.5 hops per inventory. So what did I say that it was? 43. Oh yeah, 1650 times 3.5 is 5,775 world hops, roughly, to get to 95 cooking. So I don't really think I explained my my method yet, because I still need the big shark as well, and I need to train cooking. But I also need random events for the experience labs. So when you get a random event, you are going on a 1 hour cooldown before you are eligible again for next ones. And every time you hop, your cooldown goes back to 5 minutes. So like every 5-minute interval a random event can spawn. And there's like between each random event there's at least an hour. So what I'm doing is that when I am eligible for random events, I'm fishing for sharks. And when I got a random event, I go to cook and hop for like an hour because I can't get any events anyway. So you see here the tracker. This is from the plugin for random events. It's basically part of the random event estimation, and this allows me to keep an eye on like the cooldown tracker. So I'm just hopping around for a little bit more, and then once this goes to overtime, I will go back to fishing and then AFK fish the sharks until a random event spawns. Once that is done, I go back to the cooking and hopping. So this way there's like some nice variation in what I'm doing, and I probably will keep doing that for as long as this cooking grind continues. But I will stop catching sharks once I got the big shark and go to like tuna and swordfish, because catch rate for sharks is like really low. And even with like trying to four-tick it, like I can four-tick fish for sharks with a normal lock and knife, success rate is still very low. So I'm much better off doing it with swordfish and cooking those up, or trying to do it with lobsters. I will see what I'm gonna do, but first I need to get the big shark anyway. So yeah, back to the grind, and sorry for my ramblings. And I just got another lamp, which goes into Slayer for level 10 Slayer. Only 38 levels to go. And level 90 cooking has been obtained. I now cook dark crabs. So that's like, I believe, the highest fish, or was like manta ray, like the needs 91. Oh yeah, manta ray needs 91. Oh, and then moonlight antelope for 92. Well, I will need those anyway. But yeah, five more levels to go. Oh, I was editing episode 7 and suddenly looked at my screen and saw the pop-up. But there is the big shark. So that is at least that out of the way. And I need to get 5 more cooking levels now. Oh, well, that's at least a relief. Got that. And here is level 91 cooking. I can now cook manta rays. So I believe only at like 92 I have like the dark crabs remaining. Oh no, moonlight antelope, dark crab was at 90. And then yeah, next up is gonna be after that the summer pie, which is our goal. Here is level 92 cooking. I am now officially halfway to 99 and 3 more levels away from my goal. So I can now cook the moonlight antelope, which is also gonna be a future chunk goal. So I've been looking around a little bit as I am making my way to the end of this chunk. I think it's only gonna be like 3-4 more days or so before I can roll. And I think the one that I want most is this one, because of the sword shop, which also sells the armor, and that I can complete the backlogged task of getting an angel statue. And I probably want this to get access to Puro, because apparently this wheat field doesn't give access to Puro, it's only this one. So I don't have any access to it anyway. I want this because of the teak trees and the quest and the hardwood patch, which will make my farming grind a little bit easier, or at least it will speed it up, because it's really going slow right now. Then I probably, yeah, this is at the moment like 3 chunks, so it would be nice to have that as well when I get my agility up at some point. And I really want these two. So I can start working, well, so that I at least have access to it when I get all the requirements done. And this for the prayer training. And those are mostly the ones that I really want at the moment, because they're kind of free. And then I probably will want this as well. I don't want this yet until I have like those others, because this is like kind of big grind already, and I want to have some more things to work on. And for me here, like it has the furnace, so I really want it because it's like close to the bank. But it gives like the yew trees, which is like another fletching grind. And yeah, I will use this to level up my fletching. It's no, not level up my fletching. I do want this, but not before I have those other things. Because with I'm gonna do the fletching grind here as well and try to spawn as many forestry events, even though they did change it, in order to level up construction and hunter via forestry. And it does not unlock for me yet the crafting grind to 87, because technically the charters are in this chunk and not in this chunk. So yeah, that's kind of what I want. Like I definitely want these two already, just so that I have them. And then yeah, those are like my preferred options as well. Just so that I have access to them before I get like another big grind. Just get some additional stuff. I don't want this one yet because it gives like a level 70 mining requirement. Alright, so it's been a while since I had one of these clips, but here is level 55 farming. I can now grow mahogany trees, cacti and noxifier. I think noxifier is in the Chambers of Zarek. And wasn't it also that with 55 I can now grow... it's 56 that I can grow Quarm. Great. Then I brought the wrong seed. Oh, I never make those mistakes with having my levels wrong. Never. Well, this actually took me longer than I thought it would. But here is level 93 cooking. So 2 more levels to go. And oh, that's also total level of 850. So yeah, I need 750k experience for the next level. Hey. I think I'm gonna end up close to 9 million there. Oh well, we will see when we get there. And here's Count Check with a new lamp for me. And if I put this lamp into Slayer, it gives me level 15 Slayer. I can now kill Banshees. So we're making good progress on the Slayer front. Alright, so I was a little bit too AFK, but here is level 94 cooking. So 1 more level to go until the chunk goal of 95. So 826k experience remaining, which is roughly 8.3k tuna to go. So I will probably hit my goal in a day or 3 or 4. Depends a little bit on how much time I can spend on the grind. Lol, why am I looking sideways? It's like playing mime hardcore version. I'm not even looking at you, just doing it. It's been a grind and a half, but here is Level 95 cooking. I can now cook summer pie. So yeah, I'm at 22 days playtime now. So I got the final level requirement in my chunk. Basically after 18 days playtime spent in this chunk. So now I need to prepare some things for the summer pie. Like we can gamble with one, but I've been collecting cooking apples and other things in the meantime as well. So let's see, how does this work? Okay, part summer pie. Do I now put the cooking apple in, or first the watermelon? First the watermelon, and then the cooking apple for a raw summer pie. And hello, count check. Immediately gonna dump that into Slayer. And now I need to... Ooh, there's an oven here. And I cook it. Chunk goal completed. And that's everything done. Everything done in my chunks now. So we can finally go and roll for the next chunk. These are my stats. I got a total level of 855. And yeah, this is my total time played. And now we can finally go to the chunk picker again. Alright, so it's been a while since I was on this page. And as you can see here, it's been 46 days since my last roll. So yeah, the Bazaar chunk was a big grind. So yeah, big sharks have been obtained, and the summer pie as well. So 49 out of 49. So yeah, these were all my tasks in the chunk. I should have shown everything during the 3 episodes that I made here, like all the different drops and stuff. So yeah, I marked a few with a heart, as I kind of do want them. My preference goes to this chunk, because I really want to go up here to Rallis Rise to at least have those stuff unlocked. This chunk has a sword shop, which also sells adamant armor, so this is like massive armor and weapon upgrades for my account. I want this because it's very fun quest apparently, and hardwood patches, so I can start growing some trees as well, which will speed up my cooking grind because I still have like the doorstone backlog. And I want this. It doesn't really unlock anything yet, but at least I will have an agility training method at some point. Other than that, there are a few marked with quest markers, as they are needed for well, continuation of the Varlamore storyline. And there's also one in the Fortress Colosseum. I do not want this yet, because it kinda gives me a fletching grind. But I do want it semi. So like when I have these, I kinda want this. It does give me some bigger grinds again, but there's like a furnace very close to a bank, so that's gonna be really nice. There are charter ships here, but they are technically in this chunk. So I am not gonna get any additional crafting goals from them yet, because they only wander in this chunk a little bit, so I can buy from them, but I have to hop a lot, and most of the time they're not gonna be in this chunk. So yeah, if they're not spawning or located really in my chunk and only wander in, then I can use them, but they do not give tasks. This chunk gives a level 70 mining requirement. Without a furnace or anything, I don't have any smithing requirements there, but it does allow me to train mining because there's also tin and copper there. So yeah, I've pickaxes, so that gives a safety mining requirement. This I kinda want as well because it does give access to Puro, which does not trigger any chunk goals for me, but allows me to train Hunter in order to start the Hunter Guild stuff. And here, yeah, that's gonna be some mining as well, and potentially a source for some construction. But I still need a saw, so I probably have to lamp my way to level 10, because during the Perilous Moon quest you do get a saw. So I don't have to make a saw exception if I go for this quest. But yeah, that's basically it. This is kind of like a free chunk. This he gives an iron bar spawn, but without like a low level way to train smithing. There's nothing really for me to gain there yet. And I'm not gonna be lamping smithing yet because I'm lamping Slayer. So yeah. Oh, also my chunk picker is now Ixta. Source Chunk changed it for me. So if you want to have a look at my map, just go to like the chunk picker website and look for IxtaChunk, or put the code in Ixta and you will get to my chunk pick. So yeah, without further ado, let's roll and see what we're gonna get. And it's gonna be immediately into the next big grind. Okay. So we will have a furnace now. Yeah, so like I said, they are not really gonna be directly in my chunk. But I have to have a look. I now do have yew trees, so that gives me the 72 fletching and woodcutting requirement, 40 defense for a yew shield. Smelt a bronze bar. But where am I gonna get? Why is this here for me? Because I have the well, okay, it's there probably just to allow me to smelt it, but not to train it any further, because I do have a 1 in 16 drop rate for training. So it's mostly gonna be woodcutting and fletching again, which we also did in the Bazaar chunk. Meet and greet, so that is the quest over here. Bronze medium helm from Varlamore thief. There must be thieves around here then. I don't think they are in this chunk here. Okay, yeah, so the crafting. I'll have to see how this is, but I think they are more in here, so if that's the case, I will just backlog it, because it's gonna be very hop intensive again, and to not have them with every single hop, it's just gonna be awful. And this is where we're gonna leave it for episode 8. So I hope you enjoyed it. We're finally done with the Bazaar and all its grinds. Took like 3 episodes and over 400 hours of gameplay time. And in the next episode we will explore the new chunk. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you didn't do it already, please like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.